my friends, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. I was being a silly Billy goose. I didn't think of the, the option of using the thingy-ding. What's it called? Man, wait. Yeah, what's it called? I didn't think of using the luminal testing fluid. Spray. I should use it to see, the murder case. Yeah, Neil was murdered in here after all. There we go. Yes. Ooh. Wow, this area must have been covered in blood. Is this from that incident? It must be. When prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, 2 years has passed, so the reaction kind of dull. Understandable. So a murder really did take place here. This is somewhere else. Some blood, no. This could be it would be funny if the your freaking horror movie, Gaunt in this picture, it would become blood. Like he's crying blood in the picture. Like a freaking horror movie. Guess not. Anyone Morgan? No. No. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, nothing. And we can also, we could use this on the finger, on that hand leather cloth thing we found. Did you take the gumshoe? I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, detective. Alright, go to town, cheese. Okay. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprint. Aww. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. One with the handprint on it, right? Jeez, where your sense of humor. You were serious, weren't you? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's shake for prints. Oh wow, I forgot I should fix my webcam. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then one we've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Okay, I need to... here we go. Do I need to... Sorry, wait, hold on, my friends. Okay, there we go. Gaunt? No, it's not right. I can even see from here that it's not the right one. No match is found. Okay. Now that doesn't match. It looks like we're out of clues this time. What? Yeah. But it was inside the chief's safe. Right, along with that shard. So that means I got to have something to do with that incident. The one that happened right here in this room. She's right. We should check the fingerprints of everyone who was in here that day. The way I see it is a higher power at work here. You just gotta have faith. Okay. Since Neil isn't anywhere to be seen, I guess we go with Emma. Oh, we could have gone with Lana. Oh wait, this looks the same. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. No, how can this be? But we don't know what that leather thing was used for. What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Not yours? It seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Psst, hey you, over there, and over here. Uh-oh, what? What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside? She's safe. How did you see that? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Strip of cloth folded and added to the court record. We gotta whisper. Well, was I any help? Of course you were. Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Uh-oh. Oh, you shouldn't have said that out loud. Oh no, I know who this is. I know who it is. No, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? I knew it was you. She can't. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in science. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out the window and saw a stray dog running right into a Oh, poor dog. Yes, and I thought of a certain detective. Hey, was that supposed to be? Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the court? Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. No, but sir. No. Oh, whoa, what the poop? Now get out. What was that look? Yes, sir. No. We'll be on our way to then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. You're the one without the spiky hair. Oh, don't go yet. Me, sir? I like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. I don't want to go without Emma. Mr. Wright! Emma, where are you going? Emma? Look, pal, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. This is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but I knew. If I knew, it'd be like this. But I never would have said... What? Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gaunt was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. It's hard to believe anyone could keep quiet about it all this time. Anyway, you listen to me. I'm going to try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal. Aww. Poor Gumshill. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police want to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. February 24th, Detention Center visits room. Oh gosh, I was kind of worried. I was like, oh no, I don't want to see Emma in here. I see, so she asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I already told you all I can. Well, I can, but I think you're keeping something secret from me, aren't you? What you have told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing, not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured out who it is you're hiding behind those words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm really jealous. It seems Edgy Boy was right. Edgy Boy? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Aw, that's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Talk to me. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth, it's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom may I ask? Is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? I don't know. Maybe this person. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I mean, it was Mekins, of course. Of course it's Mekins. There's freaking sign and stuff. Well, Miss Sky. Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your says the one that it freaking is behind bars. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about the circumstances? Mrgreenhp. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Don't lie to me. Both you and Edgy Boy will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did, specifically hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it though that Chief Gaunt's name was never mentioned? Chief Gaunt? Oh, don't try that with me. Edgy Boy didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly investigated and who could possibly investigate that evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gaunt. If you intend to accuse Chief Gaunt, you need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gaunt falsified evidence in that case. I'm gonna go... Oopsie. I'm gonna go with this. Oh, that's right. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this strip of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SN9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gaunt himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touche, Mr. Wright. Oh yay, we did it. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Orders then? Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You found it inside the trunk of Master Edgy Boy's car. Huh. Poor Edgy Boy. Yes, as I suspected, despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgy Boy's car. The trunk was broken. I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgy Boy's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SN9 incident, serial killer Yo Dog's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. Oh, that would be Edgy Boy's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. Oh, there we got an explanation for that. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. You should really go and visit a doctor, because that's really dangerous. To mix your blood with someone else's blood and that person is also dead. You should go look that up and not just put a bandage on it, you know. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Star. She didn't lie. I'm sorry, Miss Star. I thought you lied. Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be open again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Dark's case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgy Boy's exhaust pipe. Classy. Right, then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gaunt, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake. Why on earth would you call him? Yeah. The lead investigator for the SN9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust, really. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean... Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Officer Goodman and tried to steal evidence. He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So, your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Oops. Since you had a bad day, take your on down. Sorry. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you earn my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murder. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Well, this could be the most shortest episode ever we have ever done, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we just move on, because 19 minutes, nah, that's a little. I'm just gonna save, and let's move on. Yeah, okay, we can quick save that too. I gotta drink some water. February 25, 9:47 a.m. This is court, defendant number 2. Number 2. This is the defendant, Labby, alright, but there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Well, where could she be? In jail, perhaps? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if... Oh, who is this? I don't know. Something's been happening behind the scenes. Oh, it's you. Itchy boy! Knowing you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the ID number is? No, I don't know. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Not gaunt. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt on this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. It should be though. True, not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. On the defendant, 5 minutes after trial starts, Lana will be found guilty. But she didn't do it, you silly bum. I figure you say as much. That's why I came here to hear what you have to say. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be silly, Billy. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I think about it. See you in court, Wright. Oh, I always wanted to say that to someone, but I can't say it now. I'm so jelly. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gaunt has on her, it's no. Bum bum bada bum. 10 a.m. This is courtroom number 9. Hey, I missed you. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready or not, here I come, yeah. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Oh man, Chief Gaunt. Boom. Magical fading in. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, has you been back to the pool yet? Why are you so obsessed with water? Swimming with fishes, eh? I'm sorry. No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can drop that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours? Serious face, huh? Scary face? No? Okay, just a normal scary face. Lana, this is to say the defendant has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. What? She wants to do what? Haven't heard what she intends to say. I feel she should be granted her request. Ah. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Oh, don't let Edgy Boy be right about the 5-minute limit.
What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21 of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, he didn't. No, Lana!
Serious time.
Yeah, I will get that right. You can't! Your Honor, defendant's claim does not change the defense plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your service. Oh, what? But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me. I don't care, yes. But it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Really? Well, the defendant certainly has a right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation.
This is so annoying.
Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening. Sadly it is.
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Please? Oh, thank you. Oh, it was you. Wait, you?
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgy Boy. The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Thank you.
Come now, Griffin. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut? Excuse me?
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Guy.
Oh, burn! Ha! What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Oh, such a burn! Burn! Feel the burn! Boom! Good one, Edgy Boy.
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Oh my gosh, this burn just continues to go on. Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Warburn. What does that about me?
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh, to whom?
As it is first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Scott.
Oh, really?
And request the court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgy Boy, I am exercising my right to self-representation. Shut up, Lana. Shut up. I don't think we need to
I don't care what you think, Miss Scott.
Oh! Oh, yeah! I respect you, Edgy Boy, for this.
The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well, the court shall grant the prosecutor's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gaunt? Murphy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Scott, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgy Boy has decided to take the horse by the reins. Good for you, Edgy Boy. Hello there.
Now the witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister and I want to be a scientific investigator.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark after the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget all about that though. Too bad.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgy Boy, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. In an incident that was resolved 2 years ago, really all that relevant? Oh yes.
Yes, it most certainly is.
Well, okay then. He sure gave in fast.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. My back. Witnesses mode 2 years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I never forget what I saw that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell Mr. Edgy Boy. Please tell me, Edgy Boy. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You have got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence.
We gotta help Edgy Boy out now. Come on now, Phoenix. Come on, man.
Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
Thank you.
Evil stuff, not evil, because we're cooperating right now. Let's see. I was waiting in my sister's... Okay, I'm gonna press everything. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct?
Yes, she was second in command under Chief Detective Gaunt. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Comes like, asshole. Yes, I remember. Chief Detective Gaunt and Miss Guy used to be quite a pair.
I believe they share the same office.
Yes, they do. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too.
This is not really relevant, but okay.
The police department, the prosecutor office held a ceremony that day.
Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
Okay, I'm gonna press something. Because I don't think Emma is lying, so I'm gonna press and see if there's something pops up that Phoenix is thinking so we can go on with it. Because why would Emma lie about this? That would be strange. A man?
Yes, your Doc. He was a
serial killer. Fun times.
Your dog was brought in for questioning on the day of the ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, dog proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gaunt's office.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him.
Neil Marshall rescued me. What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day there were two people present during Dog's questioning. Detective Damon Gaunt and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Gaunt was there too?
Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award.
It's weird that he was the one to pop in there.
Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run off Doc.
Huh? When Doc grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw that instant.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Doc. Just then, the lights went out.
Oh no. The lights?
It was just about this time of the year. There was a terrible storm going on and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective? Oh wait, wrong voice.
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim. Hear more. So, you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told the good man about what you saw.
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before, and we saw that.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Ask about the picture. This picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning. No, we have it. Don't worry about it.
But a list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
I have it. Don't worry about it.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
But I have it. You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. Oh,
That's strange. I took over the case after the prosecutor marshal died. Yet I never seen that picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken.
No.
But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew. That reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again.
Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene that imprinted an image in your mind. Can you please describe it to us?
The man.
Okay, I'm gonna present the drawing already, alright now. Okay, okay, present. Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Edgy Boy. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you still insist on denying its existence.
Huh?
But I don't think he's seen it, though.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy. And all I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
Yeah, don't be a poop. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold.
This is the evidence list for the SO9 incident.
Yes, please turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it over, turn it over, turn it... Ah, what's this? Such a masterpiece.
Yeah, what is that?
Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgy Boy, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other.
So you see, Mr. Edgy Boy, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What?
Order! Who'd have thought the picture would have been drawn on the back of the list?
That was handed to Detective Goodman in the questioning room.
Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Let's turn off the sound. It was Twitter on my phone. Then that means... Your Honor.
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. That sounds very scary.
Like a freaking cartoon that you may have watched on Cartoon Network or something. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgy Boy's list. You should have noticed that though, Edgy Boy, right?
Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgy Boy.
It's possible. Let's see.
Hannibal.
There's a brand of chocolate here in Scandinavia.
Is something wrong?
I mean, Marabou, their slogan is like, Marabou, like, chocolate. That's why I said Marabou. Do you even have to ask? Oh, are you okay.
Sorry, Your Honor. There's something drawn on the back of my list. This is that thing.
The blue badger thing. What is that doing here?
Nah, that's that thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Apparently, the head of criminal affairs used this for his blueprint.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Oh, the evidence list has been updated.
Very well, witness. Will you please testify about this picture you drew in 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seems to be thinking about something when she saw the picture.
Witness testimony, Emma's picture. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw that instant.
Oh gosh, my legs. Yeah. To think a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Well, someone got murdered, so yeah. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here.
Me neither.
This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Hello there, evil sheriff. Hello there.
Okay.
Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
During that time, the detective team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gordon Landowski.
2 or 3 days later. The memory should still have been fresh in her mind.
Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
The flash on yes.
Oh gosh, my back. Ugh. Sorry, I gotta take a pause here just to fix my position. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Now, I'm back. I just had to fix. I didn't know how long that was gonna take, but it just took me a second. Anyway. So, at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue.
No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor?
Doc had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. Poor Neil.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
After that, I must have fainted.
Oh. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drew off the darkness for a split second, not only that, but the drama of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. You really need to torture this girl any further?
No. What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. I stole your line.
Anyway, this picture. This picture shows exactly what I saw that instant.
That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. It is. It is? Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives.
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulate her memory, Mr. Wright?
We? No, you're a prosecutor, not a detective. No, of course not. I better watch out or he might find some way to cut me my salary.
And
I drew this picture before I heard anything from detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Huh? Oh, well. That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. But I can't see the contradiction. Wait. I want to check. What? Why this thing added? Should we bring up the badger? I think this is gonna be wrong what I am going to try to do. So I'm gonna do a little savey poo. Then I'm gonna present this. Wait, is this really? Maybe I shouldn't present that. Maybe I should just present the drawing again. Oh. Yeah, I mean, because... Nah. Yeah, that was wrong. The rest of the statement is clearly faulty. Blah 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 blah. Load. Back, thank you. And load. Nope. And okay, we're gonna present. Why did you draw this? Okay, it was wrong. What is the contradiction that you're talking about? Stabbed in the back. Oh, dive from puncture. Yeah, that couldn't work because it looks like he's going to get stabbed in the front. Okay, let's try this. I hope this is right. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday. We're not saying that you're lying.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? Oh no. Should I... Is the knife or should I say the hand or the chest? I guess we go with this first. Okay, I'm gonna save. I know that this might be annoying that I do this all the time, but let's be sure. I think it's this part here. I don't see what's so sorry about that. That's because the stinks, really.
Mr. Wright, how could you?
No, oh my gosh.
You're not to make an innocent girl cry should warrant
The death penalty. Oh, that's so nice of you. To protect her like that, but that's not... Okay, fine. This thing. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see the tip is broken. Oh, you meant that?
In fact, you don't even have to look closer to see that.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved your dog was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Huh? Where could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Then why is the freaking tip inside of the body? Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
That's right, but what does this mean?
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness memory stays taken.
That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she'd remembered correctly.
But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Not so fast, Miss Edgy Boy. There isn't that explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence?
You're trading on thin ice, right?
All I'm saying is that this broken knife might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility.
No. Nah.
Serious time.
Order, 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 order! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. Ceremony. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gaunt. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there is a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon.
Yeah.
There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being two broken knives?
Well, the award. Another broken knife beside Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? Yes. There's another one. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright.
In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
But it wasn't the knife that we thought he was.
I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife.
Yes.
If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's a real murder weapon.
Boom.
If anything broken here, it's you.
Really? Huh?
I'm sure this must be all very amusing to you, Miss Wright.
But what? Excuse me?
But may I remind you that the fatal is
Excuse me? Sorry, Your Honor. Please give me another shot. But I thought it was the sword from the freaking award. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Oh, this. Where you can see the award. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. I should have thought of that. I'm such a silly goose. So obvious. Right here inside this picture.
This is a picture of the award ceremony.
What is
it, Mr. Edgy Boy?
It's that broken murder weapon.
Notice the award prosecutor Marshall is holding. I was right, but not really. Dang.
That's a broken knife.
As we earlier concluded, the knife in the picture was not Joe Dog's knife. That being the case, the knife was witness saw was all in likelihood this award.
Oh, serious time.
Order, 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 order.
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and a broken knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation.
But that can't be.
Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgy Boy?
Because if the King of Prosecutor Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed.
What do you mean?
I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Oh. Oh!
Serious time.
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here?
It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
What's it now? Wait, I remember now. I remember everything.
Whoa. Witness?
Mr. Edgy Boy,
What is it?
could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back?
No, this part.
I knew it. This picture, I'm the one who drew it.
What? You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture.
Huh.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you have recalled this guy?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? What is going now? This should be interesting.
Witness testimony, Emma's recollection. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
Huh? Excuse me? Batman?
This is certainly most unusual.
Try impossible. The head detective of criminal affairs didn't even design him until this year.
That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Stop, please stop, don't pursue this any further. Excuse me? Lana?
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor's guy. We have already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence. The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Evil show. Well, it's not evil anymore. Hello there. What's that man? Let's just press everything. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark?
Yes, at least I think it was him.
Think?
All I could really see were shadows.
The power outage that immediately preceded the incident. It also documented the prosecutor's officer proposed.
So then you...
I panicked and rushed toward both of them. Why? That's dangerous.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seemed convinced that Doc was the one holding the knife.
As we used to be realized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that Doc guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I gotta help Mr. Marshall.
Oh.
I think I knocked away the man with the knife.
Oh. What do you mean you think?
It all happened so fast, and I was in a shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did is all kind of a blur.
In a matter of just a few seconds, Miss Guy was almost killed. Then she witnessed a murder about to take place. A little disorientation is only natural.
I saw the man about to stab the other person who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with a knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next?
Yes, then there was another, yeah.
That's really weird. Are you sure about this?
Of course, see? I even drew a picture of him here.
Man, the head detective of criminal affairs thought up this idea as a beast. Oops. And that was just his year. The blue badge didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable.
I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember.
Oh, brother, just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
He wasn't in the room,
But I'm sure I saw his shadow. I saw the big freaking window. His shadow. So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. And I mean, she did do a drawing.
Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means please tell us what this shadow really was.
What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really? I just might know. The blue badger hadn't even been dreamed up when Emma drew this picture. Yet, she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, and other people also, the non-binary, it is the defense belief that on the fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room. Mr. Wright!
In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike.
Are you referring to the vase? Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna save again, just be sure. Just be on the safe side, cause I don't wanna do a silly billy goose again. Please be right. Please. It seems like he's right. The mysterious blue badger was in fact this.
But that's, what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of a jar. It looks more like a vase. But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed, it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
I got to show them the correct angle to look at this. Look at this one. Boom, 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 boom. Isn't this right? Oh, okay. Wait. There we go. This is right? Okay, I'm just gonna save here. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared, but I don't wanna do this over and over and over and over again. Well, is this a miracle or what? Hey. No one can possibly deny this jar resemblance to the blue badger.
No, it can't be!
Order. The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Don't we all enjoy Mr. Wright's dramatic performance on Custom Remains? What's your point?
What do you mean?
So, that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything.
What? I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgy Boy. You see, this changes everything.
Indeed, very well then. Please tell us what's different now that we know the witness saw this jar.
Gonna save, cause now I'm worried about this. The location, the murder weapon, the murderer. So now that we saw allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar.
Not only that, but she saw it at a very specific angle.
Knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gaunt. Yes?
When the body was found lying near Lana's guy's desk, the witness says where he saw herself.
Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually had transpired. You see, the struggle between Doc and Marshall did not take place in Lana's guy's office. It happened on the other side of the room in Chief Gaun's office. Okay.
Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body?
Yeah, from
Damon Gaun's office to Lana's guy's office?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? There's no reason.
Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason was, Miss Wright?
I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have to have been the impact that man made when he was knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword.
Yes, oh, okay. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the prosecutor's sword. Oh no.
No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking.
Yes, there is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Oh, are you saying that Emma accidentally knocked Neil Marshall so he got stabbed?
Another possibility?
And that's why she doesn't want anyone to know? Of course the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the events realizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma's guy knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Yeah. Oh, Emma.
I don't get it.
No. You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? Oh no. No.
Oh.
No.
And then we mentioned her testimony would lead to this.
So, it was witness who took the victim's life, and then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
That's so sad. What do you want? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Skye, but given the circumstances, your dog murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? What?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what happened, about what Emma did, didn't you?
Assure you, Miss Edgy Boy, I had no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on your testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get the dead people to testify. This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
To shame this guy. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
You mean there's still another possibility?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeboy?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life, somehow.
Huh? That's impossible.
Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left for you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
Oh, the leather thing? I gotta think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind is in evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? But it was an accident. She didn't mean to do it. She's not a murderer.
Do not be mistaken, Mr. Guy. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek: the truth. No matter how painful it may be.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
I really think it's this. Don't be wrong. This is the message from the deceased.
Right. Now then, this is the message from the...
Oh, come on! Oh, I guess that wasn't right. If a dead person left behind a message, it would have to be in written form. That's only the logical conclusion.
You'd better...
Yeah, you better be careful or you might want to disease yourself.
Oh, that's not... Is that a threat? Let's try this again.
I really thought I was right and didn't need to save there. Are they talking about this, maybe? Because of the blood? Oh.
This is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
It looks like someone whipped the blood away.
Yes, but notice. For some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there's a line here drawn in blood.
So, what are you saying? Is these bloods were once lines?
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message.
One that someone apparently wiped away. My blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines change directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No.
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I got to connect these dots to make the letters. There's only one thing the victim could have written, given the circumstances. The murderer's name, what? Oh, this is right. Oh gosh. Emma. But it, oh, I'm just gonna save it. But it wasn't, you didn't mean to do it. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove his client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Oh.
Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life
was Emma Sky. Oh. No. See, Rafi can't say I didn't warn you.
He can't.
Do you understand the implication of what you have done?
What are you talking about?
2 years ago, your dog was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Rafi. Because of you, an innocent man was sent to death.
He wasn't innocent.
Not only that, but you used false evidence to ensure his conviction.
Oh, but it wasn't... No! Yeah, exactly, objection. But your dog really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important.
What?
Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice?
What?
We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up evidence forgery, and ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge.
But it's all your fault, Gaunt.
Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied.
But it wasn't... What? What's going on? Oh, the prosecutor's office.
He might have sent an innocent man to his death.
He wasn't innocent.
How can he just stand there like it was resistance?
Order. It's gonna be a continuing thing again. This gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Oh, man. He's so tense and I'm so mad. I bet, like, the next episode or the 2 upcoming episodes are gonna be the last of this play thrill of Ace Attorney, Finished Ace Attorney. And I know, Gaunt is friggin' evil. Wow, what an evil character. I haven't met one of those in a long time. I mean, Wright, whoa. But Gaunt really takes a prize, holy crap. Wow, that was tense, but we'll see what happens in the next episode that will come this Saturday. So thank you so much for watching this, and for liking and commenting. And wherever you are, whether it's day or night, I hope you're having a great time. See you later, my buddies. Bye!